Welcome to Clothesline Theatre. We have been waiting for you to tune in to hear tales of Prince Edward Island, a place of history and some mystery. You may be surprised by the true stories that have been unearthed and brought to life by our radio dramas. We invite you to settle into a comfortable chair and let the voices and sounds trigger your imagination as you hear the following dramatic story.
The streets of Summerside, Prince Edward Island, were far removed from the European front of the Great War, yet the impact was profoundly felt. The war efforts of citizens were broad in scope and range. Strong support was shown for war funding campaigns, and many organizations offered to assist the war that would support the men at the front. But the full impact on Summerside was realized between January and June of 1916. The small service town of 3,000 people saw its population swell by nearly 500 men with the formation of the 105th Battalion. PEI's only World War I regiment, the recruits of C Company were to be quartered and trained in the town.
Attention, everyone. Thank you for coming to the meeting this evening. It is pleasing to see so many members of the public here to learn how we, as town people, can be supportive of C Company while they live and train among us. I wish to call on Mayor Saunders to be the first to address the meeting.
Good evening, fine people. As your mayor, I wish to impress upon you the importance of the town embracing the men who have enlisted to fight for king and country. They are truly to be honored for the sacrifice they are making by joining this fight. For many of these men, be they 18, 45, or anywhere in between, it will be their first time away from family and community. We must make Summerside feel like home to them and help them overcome loneliness and form solid friendships. During their stay in the town, we need to provide the recreation, entertainment, and fellowship that will keep their spirits and morale high. I hope that you are all in agreement.
Yeah, I agree. Very nice, yes.
Summerside churches and organizations turned their attention to the welfare of the men. The YMCA and St. Paul's Church opened rooms for the recruits where they could spend leisure hours reading, playing games, or writing letters. Community members donated supplies. Churches offered the recruits inspiring services and special music events. Community groups organized dances, teas, game nights, and concerts over the span of several months. But one special event took place on New Year's Day, 1916, when a community skate was held in the Crystal Rink.
Oh, what an exciting way to celebrate New Year's Day. The rink is such a great place.
It is. I remember being so impressed when it opened in 1909.
The ice is in really good condition. It's almost transparent and so smooth. My father says the boys hauled water for hours for the flooding. I can't wait to try my new blades that I got for Christmas.
We're lucky the weather has been cold enough to make ice. Oh my goodness, look at the decorations.
There are patriotic banners, bunting, and streamers everywhere. It looks so festive.
The Imperial Order of the Daughters of the Empire did the decorating. Look, the Summerside Band is setting up. I heard they're playing their new program for the skate.
My dad says they are starting off with the national anthem, God Save the King.
Girls, some of the recruits have arrived. They look so good in their khaki uniforms.
Very good.
They all have skates.
Dad says the businesses in town are doing well as the boys are eager to spend their pay. He says it is more than most of them would have ever seen in their lifetime.
I wish I could make $1.10 a day. Women never get paid the way men do.
It's not fair. I would rather be home knitting socks for the soldiers than over in Europe fighting.
I'm talking about not getting paid fairly for jobs at home, and all the best ones are saved for men.
Don't be silly, Ella. You can't expect to be treated the same.
Isn't it exciting that the Cinderella Club will be organizing a dance for the men in khaki?
Yes, it sure is. And for once, there will be no shortage of partners, and the mission fee will help support other patriotic causes, like the care packages for men on the front.
I am definitely signing up for the Red Cross.
Look, some of the recruits are heading our way. Do you think they'll ask us for a skate?
Of course, and it is our patriotic duty to accept. Happy New Year's, ladies. Once the music starts, may we have the first skate with you?
It would be our privilege to skate with you, soldiers. We want you to know that we truly appreciate your willingness to fight for our freedom.
Where is your home, Private Ellis?
I come from O'Leary in Western PEI.
I went there once on the train with my father. It was such a long trip.
It is a fair distance. I suppose you found O'Leary very small next to Summerside. I find the size of this town a bit daunting. But I suppose compared to the cities I'll see in Europe, this will be small.
Are you looking forward to going overseas?
The recruiters say it will be a great adventure.
You don't sound like you believe in that. Why did you enlist then?
Did I have a choice? The recruitment teams just keep coming to our community and others to hold rallies with the message that a young man needs to join the fight to save not only the Empire, but his own soul. I don't want to be damned to hell.
So has anyone in the town tried to sell you liquor yet, Private Taylor? I have heard that some not very nice people are breaking the prohibition laws and trying to sell the drink to the recruits.
We've been approached on occasion, but we've been warned against allowing our pay to be taken from our pockets by illegal drink. Our officers are working with town officials on the matter and say anyone selling or buying drink will be severely dealt with.
Does the Army treat you well, Private McKay?
Yes, well indeed. The bunks are comfortable, and the barracks have indoor plumbing, which sure beats having to go to an outhouse on a cold winter morning.
And the food?
It is splendid, every bit as good as my mom's. The officer tells us it will be the same when we get to Europe. The training is not as hard as I thought it would be.
I think it is very selfless of you to enlist for the Empire battles. I'm trying to do my part here at home with the Red Cross, but of course I will never match your contribution.
Do you worry about what it will be like when you go to France?
I'm willing to do my part, but I can't help fearing what might lie ahead. So if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the war. Let's just enjoy this skate. The surroundings are so cheerful.
I agree. Isn't the band good?
The New Year's skate was just one of many sponsored for the boys in the uniform during winter of 1916 in the Crystal Rink. Without a doubt, the Men of C Company, who later hunkered down in the trenches of the Western Front in the winters of 1917 and 1918, would have recalled those moments of pure innocent fun in Summerside.
Summerside's 1916 New Year's Patriotic Skate. Narrator, Veronica Kelly. Chairman, Parker Corvo. Mayor Saunders, Liam McCormick. Ella, Jade Ward. Doreen, Brooke Copeland. Peggy, Darian Jones. Kate, Megan Anderson. Janice, Lydia McDonald. Olive, Taylor Winchester. Private Noonan, Chris Costain. Private Ellis, Cole Bowser. Private Taylor, Tina Gass. Private McKay, Ethan Borden. Private Simmons, Caleb Arsenault. Foleys, Kat McCarville. Sabrina DeRoche, Mackenzie Teatro. Recording artist, Peter Galland. Writer, Marlene Campbell. Researcher and editor, Jean McKay. Introduction, Lowell Eustace. This radio drama, performed by the students of Three Oaks Senior High School drama class under the direction of Shirley Ann Cameron, is brought to you by Wyatt Heritage Properties Incorporated through support from the Building Communities Through Arts and Heritage Funding Program of the Department of Canadian Heritage in the province of Prince Edward Island and the City of Summerside.